how the write-up is going. It's a conspiracy or not. Biafrans cannot allow Nigeria to use Biafra's people's resource to buy over Finland to fight against Biafra. Alex, stop. Our PM was tried in June 2025. After the trial, it took Finland about 2 months to sentence PM in September 2025. Then in December 2025, Finland changed their immigration policy in what looks like around PM situation. Hey! PM situation. So Finland changed their immigration policy just for PM. Simon Ekpa. And then as they change, that means the policy that they change in December will now go and affect laws and amendment that were already standing in and passport that was already active. Somebody got passport 5 years ago or 10 years ago. Then the amendment that they are doing here, which is even explanatory, is self-explanatory. In the first paragraph, the last line says, this amendment to the Citizenship Act applies to all citizenship applications submitted on or after 17th of December 2025. But you are now turning the brains of Mumu Biafrans and say, see change that was made on PM's case. Wake up, Biafrans. We cannot allow Finland to send PM to Nigeria. How does that add up with PM's case? Are you saying that PM does not have passport? That PM is going to apply for his own passport after this law was made?
Sir, please allow me to.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, hello, abomination. Abomination. These people will never change. Are these people, are they really Biafrans, ladies and gentlemen? That's what we'll be now thinking about. Are these people really Biafrans, or were they spies kept among us? Is what everybody will have to really sit down and think about. These people are causing injuries. But you see, the truth will not stop. The truth is that there is Islamic jihad going on against us. And they are killing us. So all your lies, all your propaganda, you will not stop us. I know you guys are also desperate because you want to have your own country. You see, Ghana pursued you. Burkina Faso pursued you, Fulani, and your genetic intermixed breeds. Kenya pursued you. And you are everywhere. You don't have your place of your own. No one, Ngozi told you guys that she was going to bring a plane and will carry all of you back to Nigeria. Hey! Hello. Please let me stop here. Oh, I'll be back.
My minister, are you there, please?
Yes, Stella is speaking. Maybe you can't hear Stella.
Yeah.
Can you hear Stella?
I'll finish.
Yeah, she has finished.
Okay. Continue, please.
I wanted to update you on something that is not only the GOAT professor that wrote that thing. Even Pan-African, they've also released their own 10 paper. Still on the same topic. I was so ashamed of them. I say, even Pan-African, they don't have sense. They are writing letter to Finland, also on the same issue, mentioning our previous prime minister's name. So I don't know if they are working together, or they themselves did not also read, or maybe both of them got the advice from a madman. Yeah, thank you so much. You said I should continue?
Continue. It's obvious that many of them got the advice from a madman.
Wait. Hold on. Because it's like our information minister is missing something here. Information minister, have you forgotten that these people did not start this thing today? There was one time this useless Rafa Jere was making a broadcast with this their fake pastor, who I don't know who brought that fake pastor. They were saying that they want to, it's like they mentioned $12,000 or $10,000 that they want to go and pay clear the tax fraud of a thing, so that these are the trick they wanted to use to steal money from Biafra. Adadi Orama fought with them, and they denied that they did not mention or they did not request for that money. So these people have been looking for a ways to come in. These are their trick, and their trick is dead on arrival. They will never succeed. Thank you very much. I just want to make that open. Thank you. Truth, are you there?
Sir, please, we want to hear Totivile speak. Totivile, can you say something? Totivile.
Yes, I'm here, Madam Stella. I'm here. When it is my time to speak, I will speak. So I just want to, observe the existing protocol, as we always observe on our spaces. And yeah, thank you very much, Information Minister, for hosting us today. Although I've been having some kind of cold for some time, but I believe that I can speak. For now, the Information Minister already said it all.
This simple fact, because the truth is always. Some Africans did not make Mandela at the point of their freedom. No, they made themselves. Because they are also fighting for their freedom. Something triggered them to start fighting for this freedom that you are fighting for. The same way something. That we are talking about. Even our supreme leader said it in one of his broadcasts when he was still out here with us before he was unjustly in prison in Nigeria.
So UAE, who happens to be an Arab country, a Muslim country for Islam, are scared of their citizens of traveling to UK because of radical Islamists. And they further say that they don't want Emirati citizens to go to Mecca every year. Suppose they go to, when they go to Mecca, these people will get, let me say, $10 billion. They will take 6 billion, develop their nation. Then the 4 billion, they will spread to have been influenced by these radical Islamists in the UK. But I want to ask, does it mean that the Islam or the Muslim that UAE practice is different from the Muslim other people who practice? Why are they seeing the Muslim brothers and sisters in UK as a danger to their citizens? We are waiting for our former prime minister. They are the same religion. To be honest, they need our help. And I can't believe that UAE assist. Supporting this nonsense. Anybody that is supporting this nonsense that is going on with all these groups all around that is distracting.
The speaker is having internet problem. So we take it as it goes.
Be able to read and comprehend and understand. Countries all over the world are mending. At the end of the day, they are requesting for Sharia. That is the reason why they are doing it. They are not doing those things because of you. Stop proportioning all these things to yourself and try to implicate out.
This is...
Tomorrow, if Finland and Nigerian government take advantage of this nonsense that you people are doing now to use it to affect our prime minister, you will still come back and start calling up your Chukwukere. But you idiots are the people compromising everything that Chukwukere is doing. Is the one talking to our former prime minister, and that now makes them no. It doesn't change anything. I've said it here before. You can go there to visit our prime minister if you have the chance. We have the template. We have. fighting this freedom for just because I'm waiting. So 1 million Biafrans need to die because we are waiting for our prime minister, former prime minister, to come. The drug lord, President wife, all of them are not coming out. They say, hey, they love you, this one, it is just a normal gesture. Permanent enemy, there's no permanent friend. But at the end of the day, there's a permanent interest, and that interest is what Donald Trump is looking at, and that is why you. It doesn't stop anything. Nobody is against anybody, but everybody wants a share of his own cake. And that should be our focus.
This is very frustrating.
Like it or not, it is we, the people, that is going to bring our supreme leader and our prime minister from those places that they are. Key is the key to our freedom. That is where the key lies. Because at the end of the day, we need the backing of the international community.
to do with this thing now. Okay, this is my
Why are they coming out today? Even the Yoruba, the Biafran Republic government in exile, even led by His Excellency Mazi Okechukwu has been. Very big English for Donald Trump's mouth. But he's making things happen. People that are making things happen don't speak big grammar. They will blow it. You will shout, "I lie, walk a man, walk a man," and you'll be deceived. People that doesn't talk too much. The highest that we have been able to achieve ever since we started this fight for our freedom. And diplomats, scholars are beginning to suggest to the American go and listen to what our guest speaker said. Our guest speaker, sorry. That this momentum is what we give us. There are people that know more than us, people that are nailed, people that are bred. Doing as the people. And forget these labels that are just hungry. Tutors, please. We'll bring you up. Yeah, so Biafrans, please, let's be focused at this point. What will be the next line of action of the American government? The Turkey, this one that instead of them now, they are trying to say the American troops that came to Nigeria, they are just there for intelligence sharing and blah blah blah. All lies. We know. We've said it here countless times. Nigeria is a country of particular concern, and they cannot influence the American or Donald Trump's policy regarding the Christian genocide. They cannot do anything. So many of them that were shouting then that the American troops cannot come, Nigeria is a sovereign country. Where are they today? They are all clowns. They are all hiding in shells because the American troops are there now in Nigeria. We told them that America is coming and America is here. Their $9 million lobby did not stop. What their $9 million lobby can be able to do is to go and fabricate the lie from a screwdriver seller in the German market. That is what their $9 million did for them. But their $9 million did not stop the American troops. So what they are trying to do now is to distract you. Now today, the Muslim Brotherhood have now found their voice to be speaking against the Christian genocide in Nigeria. People that have not spoken for years, for decades, that Christians have been dying in Nigeria. But today they are now speaking, saying they condemn the killings of people in Kwara State. They now find their voice. Oh, it's all about that here. And you think those things are just happening because you know how to pray? It's not about you know how to pray. It's all about the good work that the Biafra Republic government in exile, our lobbyist Martin Elias, and our lawyer David has been able to do in Washington DC. The Islamic organization are now coming to condemn the killings of people in Kwara State. Is it that funny? Guys, relax and watch the show. And you, at the end of the day, you see how the game will come out. All we need to do at this point in time is to continue to help the Biafra Republic government in exile and support our newly elected Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Okechukwu, because Nigeria we hold them in their storeroom. Can anybody tell me for more than 2 decades that these terrorists have been killing Christians in Nigeria? Have you ever seen any communique or any press release or any word from the so-called Muslim organization condemning the killings? But today, they are coming out to condemn the killing in Kwara because they know that the God of Isaac, Abraham, and Jacob have risen to destroy their demonic dominance that they are pushing. Biafrans, please, let's be focused. Let's not use because of little things to spoil what we have been able to achieve for this fight.
Please, please, can you touch light on this issue of declaring the assets and Chioma is now trying to use it to siphon money from our people. Can you touch light on that one too, sir?
Yeah, senior citizen. Tutors have already touched light on it, but let me just give a brief about it.
Because our people so that they will be entering, you know.
Yeah, for example, it varies, it depends. Maybe, for example, now, if you, as a political figure, maybe you are contesting for a political position in any organization in any country. You understand there is something that they will tell you to declare your asset for them to know how much you have, for them to know that you are not being dubious with that thing, with that political office that you are fighting for. So that is why they would like to tell you to declare your asset. So they will be auditing you time to time to know maybe if you are being dubious when you come into office. You understand? Then in the case of our former prime minister, they are trying to see maybe if there's any way the money being donated for the freedom of Biafra is being paid directly to his account. So that is them. I just want to explain it in the layman's language because sometimes this people you buy and so sometimes. You understand? So that is what they are trying to, that is part of it because they want to know because the people were there, people were, are lying, carrying out propaganda that the Biafra Republic government in Nigeria is his personal business. Even though some people said that the Nigerian government paid him, is it 2.4 $1.4 million that time to be, inciting, according to them, in quotes, that they to be inciting violence in Nigeria, of which we all know all those things that is happening in Nigeria is all sponsored by the Nigerian terrorist government just to, destroy what we are doing and paint us black in the face of the international community that we are not responsible people. Instead of us to be fighting for our freedom, we are, killing our people as they normally say that we are killing our people, but we all know the truth and the international community also know the truth. So those things they will tell you now to declare your assets. So let them now investigate those assets to see how money has been coming in and how money has been going out from those things. So if there's any dubious money that comes in, they will now use that against you. That if you cannot be able to, defend that particular money that came in so time or so year, they will now use it against you. So that is why that declaration of assets. So it varies. It depends when you are fighting for, a political position in the country, or maybe you're running an organization, or even if you have a company as well. Because even if you have a company in the country, you need to declare your assets. So the government can be able to be, auditing you regarding their tax, because the government too will not like you to cheat them. You understand? So they need to, to be taking record of every sales or contract that your company is carrying out, or your business is carrying out in that. So whenever they want to get their tax, they will get their tax in full. So that is why they always request. So it varies, Sister Stella. So it has nothing to do with the present situation of our former prime minister. We all know the present situation of our former prime minister is political, and the only way we can be able to get him out from there is political, and there is no other way out. He can be able to come out from that place without a political discussion with people that matters. And for us now, gaining the attention of the American government, I think that is the highest body we can be able to use in bringing our supreme leader and our prime minister out from that place. Any other thing anybody is telling you, the people are just deceiving you. So I think I've tried to, explain that in the layman's language for everybody to understand.
gang, madam. They now want to use it to collect money from our people, telling them now that those access tax that our former PM was supposed to pay, that he didn't pay, that they are now going to use it because of it to send him back to Nigeria, unless we Biafrans will now pay, according to Chioma, which is a lie. You understand? So because if our PM was supposed to pay tax and he couldn't pay, and now they found out he has tax to pay, can't Chioma and all their gangs, they are 12, can't they contribute money and pay off our PM's tax? Now they are now going around and going to use it. That is because of that. Now, if they don't contribute money, just to find a way to channel our money in another direction, so that we'll begin to have difficulties in what we are doing already. Do you understand the game these people are playing? Tell me if Choma and gang, if they are not working for Nigeria government, is a lie. Choma is working and their gang, they are working for Nigeria government. But what they are trying to do is to channel the source of Biafran money to another thing which they themselves can sort out. Or even our prime minister can sort it out when it comes out.
they are just trying. They are just trying to deceive the gullibles. We all know the reason why our prime minister was sentenced to 6 years imprisonment in Finland. It's all about the tax. We all know. They said it's inciting. They said he engaged in a terrorist act or activities, inciting violence. And how does that not correlate with their so-called that when if you pay for the tax, what about the charge of terrorism? That is the question most of you should be asking. If you pay for the tax, as they're claiming,
But the
what about the terrorist charge?
him because of terrorism. At the end of the day,
yes, we know. No. I'm just trying to, explain to the man's language. Okay, now let's go according to the charge of which we also the reason why they say they sentence him to 6 years. Now, if them, the so-called good professors, are now saying that it's because of the tax that people should contribute money, let them offset maybe the penalty for him not giving a good account of his tax to the government. Okay, let's put it that way. Then what about the terrorist charge? What about the terrorist charge? So that is where you people need to see the dubious and the corny act. So these people are just trying to be relevant because they are all gone. They are just trying to be relevant. And in trying to be relevant, they are trying to sabotage our former prime minister, and that is what is paining me as a person. And I don't know, maybe some of our people are not seeing this sabotage. They are trying to sabotage it, trying to make the Nigerian government to see a loophole to come in again, to start saying something else. So it's not about the so-called nonsense. You understand what happened to our prime minister, and it is normal in every freedom fighting. It's normal. The enemies must find a way to implicate you. You understand? The enemies, they will not. Your enemies, your oppressors can never leave you. They never leave you. So every way, what is happening to even to our supreme leader is political. What is happening? Now where is the law that they use to sentence our supreme leader to life imprisonment? Where is the law? Existing law in the so-called Nigerian constitution. Yeah. So if you see those things are political, and the way and the able to bring them out is political. And I want to use this opportunity to appreciate our newly elected Prime Minister Mazi Ogechukwu for his doggedness, for his honesty and sincerity, not to betray his boss, because he normally calls Mazi Simonetta his boss. Despite all the sabotage, despite all the name callings, despite all the insult, he's still standing his ground in doing the right thing because he knows where to hit. And the Finnish government, they are waiting. We come to them.
Minister Betty is here. In case you're not seeing her, her hand is up also.
Yeah, let me try and bring people up. Let me try. Minister Betty, now you can have the mic now. Let me try and bring people, because I'm trying to bring people up on the top. When I bring her up, she will go down again. I don't know what is happening. Minister Betty, you can unmute yourself, please.
Minister Betty, they are calling you. You have the mic. Somebody hear me? Tuto, can you hear me? Mary, you can hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. It's like Mr. Betty, she's not close to her phone. Wait, our COS is our COS.
Can you guys hear me? What is going on? Okay.
They Mazi, please, can you refresh, please? It's like they are attacking. When you bring somebody up, they will bring the person down. Please, can you refresh?
Let me refresh. Yeah, thank you.
Hello.
Okay, Minister Betty, you can go ahead. You can go ahead. We'll be calling you. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. You know, there was a time you were talking and it was cutting off. So I was trying to let you know that it's cutting off because the people who are watching from my streaming comment section were complaining that there's no voice. So anyway, thank you and thank everybody who is here. Please, my people, my throat is having problem. Should I continue?
Yes, continue. Is it okay now? Continue.
Okay.
Minister, sir, please, they say they are complaining that the people are not.
So that was some minutes ago when you were talking, Mr. Totti. It was cutting and they were writing there that the voice is not coming out. But I think it's okay now. It has steadied up a little bit. Thank you. So what I have to do first and foremost is to greet everybody. Greet our leaders, Odumegwu Ojukwu and Philip Effiong, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We will greet Mazi Wazirika as well. He tried. And our former PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Somebody is asking here on the comment section, why are we calling our PM former? And I want to tell Biafrans one thing. You know that we are always complaining that Nigeria government, that they don't comply with the rules of law nationally and internationally. If you all could remember that before that Finland 2023, PM was dancing with that charter. And we all know that he's a barrister in Finland. Do you people think that any part of that charter, that if PM Simon Ekpa comes out today, that he will tell you that it has been repealed? That is to say that any part of that charter has been crossed off. Because that charter represents our constitution by the time we will get home. I don't know why some of us do not want to understand. You are running away from Nigeria. You enumerated all the reasons, all your grounds for leaving Nigeria, and you are picking and choosing some of them that you will continue to practice. Nepotism. You try to nepotize. Intimidation. To indoctrinate people wrongly. That charter, from the beginning to the end, none of them has been repealed or replaced. So for those of you who are asking us, go and read it again. It says that after 3 months of your prime minister being incommunicado, either by sickness or by health or by any means at all, 3 months, you should elect another prime minister, because it shows the importance of having a leader.
Mommy Betty knows best. This is the way they talk that true. Rage, please, let's stop interjecting, please. Once the person of mic is finished, you can come in. Just take your pen and biro and then, be jotting your point, please. So maybe we'll see how stable the space can be. Please, I want to plead to everyone of us. Minister Betty, you can unmute yourself now, please.
Thank you. You see, it is just foolishness of an elderly person to be playing hide and seek or playing it cool when it concerns you,
and playing it hot when it concerns another person. In politics, in everything, even in business, there is no friendship permanent. There is no enmity permanent. The only thing that is permanent is your own interest, the interest of yourself, your family, or your community. So, Biafrans, I don't think that if Prime Minister, our first Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, comes out, he will tell you people, oh, why did you elect another Prime Minister? Because we will refer him to that charter. And it was exactly the same thing he did when Onyendu, our leader, was not there, that we are following. We love him so much. We appreciate everything that he did. Nobody is castigating him. Biafrans, this is not our objective. Title, who is who? Let me tell you one thing that most of you don't understand. Colonial masters, when they came to Africa to colonize you, they used title Nwadisi, Kotuma, to deceive you people that unless you have title, you can only be heard, or you have money, or donate more money. That is the only time you will be relevant. It is not the same in their own country. Because in their country that I have lived up to 30 years, school children tell principals, tell government what they want, and they will be listening to. You don't have to fight over title in this case that they removed PM from him. Nobody removed it. If you go to America today, you will see that Joe Biden is being addressed as former president of United States of America, or that Obasanjo used to be the former president of Nigeria. And Biden or whoever can still come out and fight to be the president. I don't know why we are dwelling on this for too long. We are telling you that Nigeria is not good. They don't listen to the law. They don't comply with the law. They don't even obey it. And you are doing the same thing. Professor Choma knows very well that the America where she lives, that America does not have two governments. So if you are not with Breji, I don't want to be too long. If you are not with Breji, which is the only government that Biafrans have in exile, then you must be a saboteur or you are not with us. Because this is getting too much. You people should understand. I even volunteered that when Biafra comes, I will be one of those to volunteer to have high street law centers where everybody will be taught what they should know. Because it's like when you are buying land, you will think, oh, I'm dealing with my estate manager. Your estate manager will involve a lawyer. And that lawyer will deal with the legal aspect. Mazi Simon Ekpa knows what the charter says. And we are not doing anything out of the contrary. Ndị a niile nọ na ụlọ na onye bịa sị so na Simon Ekpa abụrụzi prime minister ọ maka ife ngwala unu kịta na ndị ọcha bịa mee unu ka unu believe unu nọdụ na fight for position. That's why somebody gabụ Lukman Riwanu, when I was in primary school, when we do civic class, he was a minister, and now that I even have gray hair on my head, he is still a minister. Because of title. Because they made you believe that if you have no title, nobody will listen to you. And we were always fighting for position, title, until the world ends. And they are busy polishing, developing, and beautifying their own countries. So none of these people, both Ngozi and a mass group, that will tell you that they don't understand that no country maintains two governments. So they are working for our enemies. And let nobody come to my platform. It is called Betty4 TV on YouTube. Don't come there to write to me. I will block you. Why are you calling Mazi Simon for our former minister, because he is. How do you expect somebody who is in prison to be leading you? Don't you understand that it is your enemies that put him there so that he will not push this Biafra forward? And since you want to push it forward, you need a leader. If any country recognizes Biafra now, are you going to tell that country, somebody like President Donald Trump, who is a very proud man because he is full of himself, because he knows what he's doing. He knows he's a man that says he's yes, and it is yes. And if I were him, I would be proud of myself, because he brings together the interests of Americans first before any other thing. So you will tell him to go to Finland so that your prime minister will sign for him. Are we not looking around? Ambazonia, Dr. Chua Ayoba, where is he? But they have another representative that came in Finland. I took picture with him. I can post his picture on my Twitter platform so that everybody will see it. So why is it that your own is always different? Biafrans, why do we maintain very, very short memory? Onyendu told you that we have formidable arrays of enemies, both home and beyond. Why is it that every time we want to be pampered with words before you will understand what is going on? Nigeria does not want us to move ahead. The alliances of Nigerian in Europe, they don't want us to move forward. So if you are not with Breji, you are working for them. Period. And please, we don't owe anybody any explanation. We should move on. Go and read our charter. And I believe that when former PM Mazi Simon Ekpa comes out, he will not tell you, oh, go and repeal it. Go and remove that section. Section 2, subsection 13 of our constitution or our charter. Because we are following the same thing. He held it. He was dancing with it, which means he endorsed every word that is contained in that charter. What is wrong with Biafrans? Look at Fulani. Look at the way they are cooperating with each other. Now, if a soludo na-eme n'Ọnịcha, ọ bụrụ na Gumi bụ onye Anambra, ma onye Imo ma bụ onye Abia, they would have sent him to Kuje prison and submit him to the Fulanis. Gumi is not a minister. He is not in any government office or any parastatal at all. But Gumi receives treatment like a president. When they drive us from Yoruba land, they drive us from Hausa land, we come back to Igbo land. An Igbo man called Charles Soludo will be there messing our people up with Udogachi and India Kodo. Na kujisi umu Biafra ukunaka. What is wrong with our people? Why can't we learn and be one for once? So for those of you who Biafra when me Kedafia content creating, you wish that this will carry on till the rest of your life. So Biafrans, onye makwala so ya suo n'ikwe. We are not looking at anybody's face. We are not. We have lost a man like Ojukwu and Philip Effiong. They are dead and gone. And we carried on. If you are not serious about this Biafra, why don't you get out? We were 56 million that voted for our self-referendum. We don't really need anybody who don't need us. If all of us, as Onyendu asked them in America, can't you donate even $1? If that 56 million donates $1, how much will it be? Go and do the arithmetic. At this diplomatic stage that we are, let nobody attempt to drag us back. Because we mothers,
We will be naked and we will pray for you. And I will tell you that your end will not be good. Obalu Mubanya Kwafu na this struggle, or they go too much. I'm not going to talk about other areas within that region. Let me just talk about our own. Ndị Charles Soludo gburu ya na ndị Udogachi fadi too much. Ndị Ngozi Orabueze na ndị Ebubeagụ gburu too much. Ndị Asarido Kugbo gburu. Ndị Hope Uzodimma nọ na Tiger Base na-egbu. Are you people not? I mean, what else will you see that will make you to remain focused? Whatever you have, come and donate. Like now, today is Friday. Tomorrow is our mega fundraising day. And there will be another one on Sunday. That's the way we raise money, because in every government, their life wire is a finance. And we are governing ourselves from abroad. We are not the first, and we are not going to be last. If you think that you will not donate, you no longer want to be with us, leave us in peace. Thank you, Biafrans. And I know that this Biafra will definitely come. Many prophecies, but I mean, I don't want to dwell on it because we are many, but beliefs are different. Many prophecies that God has given us Biafra. And that Biafra is going to be one of the world superpowers. So if you are still waiting, sitting on the fence, don't let that fence fall with you. We have IOU. Those of you who are building houses that are being demolished in Lagos, come and invest your money with us. If you give us 1,000 Ijema, which is equivalent to $1,000, when Biafra command is coming, is on the way, you will get double of your money. So my people, those of you who are strong, do not look behind. Do not listen to anybody. I don't know whether some of them don't know that these two branches, CRC has no legal background, no legal standing. Even if America calls us tomorrow for recognition and all of them comes, they will be looking for the one with the legal background, which is Breji. So they are dancing like yo-yos. They know that Rolling Stone, that they will not gather anymore. Thank you, my people. And all must continue to hail Biafra. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Minister Betty Prof. Information Minister, you muted yourself earlier. I don't know maybe if you have something to say, or should I go ahead? All right. Our COS is here. Minister Stowe, are you there? Mr. Stowe. Please, am I coming out?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Just give me a few minutes, please. Greetings, sir.
All right. Tutos, are you there? The network has been dealing with you. You can unmute yourself now, Tutos. You can have.
Please, Tochi, my hand is up. Or am I not going to speak? Okay.
I will come to you. I will come to you.
Let us speak. Let us speak. No problem. I will hold on. Go on. Speak. I did not just want to say anything serious. It's just to let my people know that they should forget about the propaganda that is going out there. Just a little touch on the documents, not anything serious. If you want to go ahead, you can go ahead, or just give me 5 minutes. Thank you, Information Minister. I think I've seen it. So I just wanted to let Biafrans know what is in that document briefly. In the first line that said, Amendment to Citizenship Act enter into force on the 17th December 2025. If we look at the title again, this was where I stopped before internet kicked me out. Yeah, if you don't mind. So if you look at that title, it says Amendment to Citizen Act. It did not say deportation policy changes. It did not say repatriation of foreign citizens. It did not say sending people back to their countries. The document is about citizenship application, you know. And then the first part, because it is divided into two sections, the first part said stricter financial resources requirements. Now, the requirement for sufficient financial resources will be stricter than before. This is what is on that document. As a result, the applicant must not have received unemployment benefit or social assistance for longer than 3 months in total during the past 2 years. This is a new requirement. So, what I understand there, I don't know if I make mistake, please feel free to correct me. What I understand is that if you are applying for Finnish citizenship for the very first time, you cannot have been on unemployment benefits or social assistance for more than 3 months in the past 2 years. And this has nothing to do with our former Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, because he is not applying for Finnish citizenship for the very first time. He already has his Finnish citizen and he received it years ago. So this requirement applies to new applicants, not existing citizens. You know, it's like university changing its admission requirements. If the university says, for example, starting next year, all new applicants must have a minimum GPA of, let's say, 3.5. That does not mean students who are already enrolled will be expelled if they have 3.0 GPA. The new requirement applies to new applicants, not current students. And it went further. If you look at it, the second amendment says stricter integrity requirements. Stricter what? Integrity requirement. The amendment extends the waiting period that is exposed on the basis of criminal offenses. As a rule, Finnish citizenship cannot be obtained during the waiting period. The waiting period that is imposed on an applicant in connection with a negative decision may in future be 1 to 8 years. You see? So, what I understand is that if you apply for Finnish citizenship and then you have a criminal record, I believe Mama Betty is here to, and every other person, if I make mistake, this is my own understanding. Or please, when I finish, feel free. So what I understand is that if you want to apply for this Finnish citizenship and then you have a criminal record, you might have to wait 1 to 8 years before you can apply again, depending on the severity of the offense. You know, previously the maximum waiting period was 7 years. Now it is 8 years. You see what they are doing. So does it really affect our former Prime Minister? The answer is no. This applies to people applying for citizenship. And our PM is not applying for citizenship. He has already had one, so he's not applying for a new one. And then if you look at the Amendment 3, you see the statement under security statement. Moving forward, the Finnish Security and Intelligence Service and the National Bureau of Investigation may issue security statements also on citizenship declaration. Earlier, such statement could only be issued on citizenship application. So even if the applicant meets all the requirements for becoming a Finnish citizen, citizenship can no longer be acquired by declaration if there are reasonable grounds to suspect that granting of citizenship will endanger national security. And this is how I understood this place, because it's like there are two ways to acquire Finnish citizenship in some cases. By application or by declaration. And previously, security services could only evaluate applications. you know. Now, they can also evaluate declarations and they can block citizenship if there are national security concerns. And this has nothing to do with our former prime minister because he's not acquiring citizenship. He's not getting it for the first time. He has one already. Now, the next one is loss of citizenship, and they've brought down the lower threshold. And this is the section that these propagandists are latching into. I want to just read what they wrote there. Serious offenses, including terrorist treason or high treason offenses, punishable by 6 years of imprisonment, may lead to the loss of citizenship. Under the new act, loss of citizenship is possible if the applicant has committed this type of offenses and has been sentenced for such offense to unconditional imprisonment for at least 2 years or to a combination of sentence at least 2 years. Before the amendment, loss of citizenship was possible if the punishment that was sentenced was at least 5 years. I want to ask a question here to Mama Betty or any other person in the room that may be free to answer. Please, was our former Prime Minister found guilty and convicted on terrorism charges? Please, I need answer. And I'll be so grateful to anyone that can answer that question. Was he convicted and found guilty on terrorism act? I need help, please.
No, he wasn't.
Okay, thank you, my COS. God bless you. Because we really need to understand what is happening. Finnish law requires this harsh level of punishment before citizenship can be considered for revocation. And this is the high bar of it. No, which is why, the fake goat professors, this is what they are using, claiming our PM will be deported based on this amendment. That is nonsense, pure nonsense. He hasn't been convicted yet. He hasn't. If you are convicted of terrorism, treason, or high treason, and you are sentenced to at least 2 years imprisonment, before it used to be 5 years, you can lose your Finnish citizenship. And if you look at the words that he said may lead to, this is discretionary in the first place, may lead to, it is not automatic. Stop deceiving Biafrans, stop creating panic. Even if you meet the criteria, the authorities still decide to revoke your citizenship. It is not automatic. You must be found guilty in a court of law. Arrest is not enough. Charges are not enough. Investigation is not enough. You must be convicted. You must receive a sentence of at least 2 years unconditional imprisonment. You see? And the offense which I'm talking about, terrorism, must be one of these specific crimes under Finnish law. Did our ex-prime minister commit any terrorism offense under Finnish law? This is where Biafrans have to go and research what Finnish law means by terrorism.
Sister Tutos, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, good evening. I have been given a sign that I wanted to speak on this topic.
Yeah, can you allow me to finish, please? Can you give me Yeah, thank you. So, he has not been convicted yet. So why are they creating panic in the minds of Biafrans? For this amendment to apply to our previous prime minister, he would have to be tried in a Finnish court and be found guilty of terrorism, treason, or even high treason. But this has not happened yet. He has not been convicted yet. The British government will have to decide to revoke his citizenship. It is not automatic. This has not happened. It has not happened yet. Even if all that I've said has happened or all that they have listed, loss of citizenship does not equal deportation. We should allow Biafrans to focus and then bring their agenda and support their freedom. Please. And if you look at it, another number 5 amendment is talking about false information. And it says the amendment doubled the period during which a decision on loss of citizenship on the basis of provision of false information may be made. Before the amendment, the matter concerning loss of citizenship must have become pending, at the Finnish Immigration Service within 5 years of the decision on citizenship. Moving forward, the matter should become pending within 10 good years. And also the decision must have been made during that period. So if you lied, what that means, to my own understanding, if you lied on your citizenship application, if you are given false information, falsified documents, even concealing relevant facts that has to do with your application, the Finnish government has 10 years from when you receive your citizenship to revoke it. You see? Does this affect our ex-prime minister? The answer is no. Only if there is evidence that he lied on his citizenship application. But to the best of our knowledge, I'm not sure there is anything like that. So the propagandists spreading this narrative have just presented zero evidence that our PM provided false information when he applied for a citizenship. So we should ignore all these people that are trying to distract us when we are very, very focused. Biafra, stop listening to these people. They are fake. They keep asking for completely fake. The amendment to the Citizenship Act applied to all citizenship applications submitted on 17 December 2025 or from that 17th till the kingdom come. So our Prime Minister, previous Prime Minister, did not submit a citizenship application on or after December 17th. I will yield my mic here for. I don't want to go further. I don't want to take a lot of time. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you so much.
Tutos, and that is that the desperate. They are trying to be desperately relevant, and it's a very dangerous desperation. That if care is not taken, and if some Biafran, those people that are still, trying to buy that narrative and continue to push that narrative. See, we are just telling you guys. We are not doing our Prime Minister any good. Don't push that narrative. What's happening in Finland has nothing to do. Whatever immigration that the Finnish government is doing has nothing to do with that. So don't allow these desperate urchins to push you and start pushing a narrative that is not even in the book in the first place regarding what is happening between the Finnish government, the Nigerian government, and our former Prime Minister. Please. We are begging everyone, stay away from this desperate and dangerous relevance that these urchins are trying to seek from you. Reject them in totality. The reason why our Prime Minister is still there today is because of the loopholes from everything that they have done. Even from the time that they were supposed to conduct an election and to push the agenda and the liberation and the kingdom of the Biafran people, they stood idle and allowed the sycophants in Georgia to destroy so many things. And now they are